Well, hello, you are hiking with Jenny on the Appalachian Trail. This is day 40 and I am in Damascus, Virginia on my 0 day. Last night I stayed at the Broken Fiddle and now I have 4 hours to kill before I can check into my Airbnb. So I'm just gonna explore the town a little bit.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's insane.
I'm so happy how much we've got to do. Only 1,726. A few more days.
Just stopped in here at the Appalachian Trail Conservancy Visitor Center, and I am number 85 to pass through here as a northbounder. Now I'm walking to the Damascus Brewery. It's a little less than a mile away. I'm walking along this bike trail to avoid the traffic, and I think this is part of the Virginia Creeper Trail, so you can bike this. But since it's so close, I just figured, well, I'll just walk it. It's really nice by the river here. So originally, I had planned to get to Damascus Friday night and then stay Friday, Saturday night. Since I got here a day early, I technically have my Airbnb still reserved for 2 nights, so I think I'm leaning toward taking a 00. I've been thinking about it, and I think my feet could use a little bit of a break, so I'm gonna do that and just enjoy my time here. I just picked up my resupply box from the post office and I just arrived at my Airbnb, so I'm gonna show you around. So I'm staying at the Lodge 1759. I think there's a few units here and it's like kind of like it's a shared laundry situation, but it's all included. It's a bit expensive, but it's got this little sitting area with a TV and it has a Roku. This is the kitchen, so I've got a fridge, a little toaster oven. Ooh, toaster oven coffee maker combo if coffee's your thing. Got this cool little sitting area. It's definitely like a place for like 1 to 2 people. So then this is the bedroom. It's got like just like a queen bed. Be really comfortable here the next couple days. So Brian sent me my resupply box to Damascus, and these are the things I got. I decided to go with the Packet Gourmet theme this time, so I've got some bean and cheese burrito, some All-American Works burger, more burrito, and pizza margarita. So I very wisely went with 4 days of food this time and no more than that. So this is my exercise band I asked for because I want to do some ankle exercises while I'm on trail. And I think that's going to help me out a lot in not falling. Here are some condiments and Q-tips. I found that I really wanted Q-tips for cleaning out not only my ears, but also my water bottle thing with the straw. It gets really gunked up in the straw part. So using a Q-tip is really key for that. I have some more Market Basket matches. Of course, finally, I got the real thing and not some phony thing that doesn't work as well. I have a new smelly proof bag. These things at the zipper part, they come apart very easily. So mine, it like ripped off. So it's like obviously gonna negate the smelly proof properties of it if it's like ripped. So I got a new one sent to me. I have, yes, new bottle of heat because I'm out, and so I haven't been able to have hot meals in a little bit. All right, so I have some more hot tea mixes, honey stinger waffles, a tuner. I have some oatmeal packs, some more vitamins, and tons of liquid IV. So that's good. Awesome. Good haul. I checked in to my Airbnb, relaxed, did some editing, ate some snacks, and now I'm headed to a couple other hikers have a different Airbnb and they're hosting a taco party at their place. So I'm gonna go over there and meet a bunch of people.
So we're getting to Gooch Gap. He was already there. Soap was already there. And I was just hiking and I feel someone like behind me. And I like turn around, rifle's there, and so I meet him. I thought he was like really weird when I first met him.
Yeah.
And he's like, sorry, I'm a ninja, I'm like really quiet.
Yeah.
And so then he was like, yeah, I'm doing like an easy day today, like, I don't know, like 18 miles. It started like 24 hours ago. And I was like, okay. So I was like, go ahead, I'll see you at the shelter. And he was like, yeah, I'm probably going to get picked up at the next gap, but we'll see. I'll go to the shelter. And I was like, cool, I'll see you there.
He bounces into the shelter. Like, he looks fresh as a daisy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not a
It's
drop
like
of
4 p.m.
Not a drop of sweat on him. His shirt's like pressed and immaculate. He looks like someone who's just like got dropped off 2 meters away and gone like, hey, what's going on here? Like, he's like just no effort, like just appeared out of nowhere.
So I showed up. He has his pack off. We're like talking to everyone. Everything's great. He's super quiet in like the corner, whatever.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden he's like, hey, so I'm actually going to get picked up. It was like nice meeting you guys. And we were like, well, what's your name? And he was like, well, my initials are like AR. So I was thinking about like maybe going by like AR-15. And he was
just to mess with soap.
yeah, and he was like, oh, so like rifle.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, let's like not get ahead of ourselves. And we were like, okay. And then as he's like leaving, he's like, hey, if you guys see like a yellow brick like lying around, feel free to take it with you to Katahdin. And we were like, okay, like such
Who
a
is
strange
this
guy.
guy?
Like, who is this guy? So like I was like, we're never gonna see this guy again, whatever.
Yeah.
We get to Neil's Gap, and there's a freaking hiking brick.
By the hiker box.
By the
just
hiker box,
on the
it's a
floor.
yellow brick. And I was like, hey guys, there's like literally a hiking brick here.
And we're like, no.
Yeah, we pick it up. It has his name on it, his like Instagram handle, and it says emergency hiking brick.
For all your hiking needs.
For all your hiking needs.
Yeah.
So we were like, what the heck is this? And so we picked it up, and he pulled out a Sharpie, and we're like, let's sign
this thing.
So me, Rocky, Stick, Cheese Block, Nutter Butter, and Soap all signed it. And then Cheese Block put, take me to Katahdin. Nutter Butter put, there's a lighter a Z-Pack.
There's a
takes
lighter.
version.
Yeah.
I got a huge kick out of this. And then I have a video of Cheese Block taking it. He's like, I'm going to take it with. And we were like,
he's
no,
like,
you won't.
Cheese
He
Block
shoves it in
signs
his
it,
bag.
Like, take me to Katahdin and goes, okay, I'm taking it. And
Takes it, puts it in his
shoves
bag.
it in his bag.
Hikes 20 miles with it to Blue Mountain Shelter.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't do this anymore. And then like I joked, oh, I'll do it, but I didn't, because I was like, that's ridiculous. Then we met up with Rifle like maybe like a week later.
I was sat at the Rock Deck shelter and he just appeared out of the mist down here.
Cheese Block said, well, I carried it. It's like, since you carried it all the way to Neil's Gap, like I had to carry it 20 miles.
And I just stop and look at him. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, it got to Neil's Gap.
Yeah, you took it
He's
to
like,
Neil's Gap.
you hiked it there. They were like, dude, I live in Georgia. I just drove. He's like, I hiked with it for 20 miles.
And now, like, it's moving. Like, people are picking it up. Someone was like, my son carried it.
Yeah.
So-and-so carried it this far. It's made it out of hot springs. Like,
and we've said now that once it gets to, if it gets to Katahdin,
It has to go back. Rifle has to carry it.
Carry it from Neil Gap to
Back to Stringer.
Yes,
Yes,
so
he
that it does the
does.
miles.
Yo-yo?
I think I'm gonna like post on that Facebook thing to say like, once the yellow brick gets there, please somebody write return to sender.
absolutely.
Send it sober.
Send it back to
Absolutely.
Springer.
Yeah.
It needs
It's
to
just
be.
crazy that it's like traveling like
Yeah,
that.
but Cheese Block started out. It was
Yeah,
just a
Cheese
joke
Block is
because I'm like, the
insane.
most amount of
Oh, gosh.
hikers will see this at Neil's Gap, and they'll get a kick out of seeing
It's
emergency
just a
hiking.
joke. We
rig.
thought
It
it
was
was like,
just a joke,
If
and
you-
then
Oh,
Cheese
no.
Block wrote, "Help me get to Katahdin," and that's when it
But
started.
if you
because the hostel had to shuttle all the hikers that were at
Good morning. You are hiking with Jenny on day 41. Today is my second in a row 0 day in Damascus. And today I got a few little town things I need to do. First I'm gonna check out the outdoor store and hopefully find something to seam seal my backpack. So that place was closed, so I'm gonna try the other one next. I was gonna make myself an avocado wrap, but the avocado went bad, so I made myself a cheese wrap in the toaster oven. Having some Quest chips on the side. So one of today's projects has been seam sealing my backpack. So I got this, it's for tents, but I imagine it's fine for backpacks too. And I like that it has this little brush. So I've just been going over all of the seams and just applying it. And I've got the, I guess this is the back side of the backpack done so far. It's not the prettiest thing, but I just care about keeping my stuff dry. So I'm gonna do the front next. I had more of this left, so I think I'm gonna do my rain pants. These are a few years old, and the seam seal tape has come off of these. I've tried redoing it a few times, but it hasn't really held. Over here I had gear aid tape because there was holes in it. These pants I don't expect to last very long, but I need them to last a little bit longer to get me through the cold season, and then I might swap to like a rain skirt when it warms up. So I got my stuff done that I needed to do at the Airbnb, and now I'm gonna go and check out some shops that were closed earlier, and also walk to the grocery store again because I need more tortillas. But it's a really nice day for a walk. I was feeling a little cooped up, so it's good to get out. So Mount Rogers Outfitters doesn't have as big of a selection, but what they have is cheaper than the other outdoor store. Got an avocado toast to go from the bakery down the street. This is like a, I don't know, dinner, I guess. It's like 4 o'clock. I've had some requests of me to show my ankle exercises, so I will show you, but just so you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm someone who had an ankle injury. I fell and I went to physical therapy, and they told me to do these exercises. Some background, I roll my ankles a lot. I always have my entire life. So I've never been able to ice skate because I will just fall. I have very weak ankles. So this has helped me to strengthen my ankles to the point where I don't fall as much, but I still do fall down sometimes. So, and I have to keep up these exercises or I'll fall more. So before you do anything, I was told to stretch. So I stretch my calves. So there's a bunch of ways that you can do this, but I'll show the way that I like to do it. So I like to take a towel and then I wrap it around 1 foot, and I have to hold one end in each hand, and basically I just kind of stretch it like that. So you should feel like a stretch in your calf muscle. And they told me to hold it for 30 seconds and then I release it. And you should do both. So then I would switch to my other one and I would do the same thing and then hold it for that same length of time. And so I typically repeat this 3 times. So should be 30 seconds per calf, done 3 times. And so the other stretch that they taught me was to kind of like raise my knee up. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but I raise my knee up so that it kind of stretches like my ankle a little bit. So you kind of feel it. I feel it more toward the front of my calf. And so then you do that same thing, each leg 3 times for 30 seconds. This is a little hard to do in my hammock, and typically I don't have a towel like this, so sometimes like I'll use a shirt, a sweatshirt or something. You can also do it like against a tree or something. I just never really got the posture right for that, so I prefer to just do it like sitting down. So those are my stretches. And this is something the physical therapist gave me. Like they just have like a roll of these and they just cut you off a piece. So there's a blue one, and I think that's like the medium strength. There's a green one that's easier, and then there's a black that's harder. And they said I only really needed the blue. But basically, you wrap it around the ball of your foot, and then there's 4 different exercises I do with this. So you kind of hold this in your hand and then point your toe. And this is like the easiest one for me to do because I have pretty good strength that way in my ankle. And so they had me start this and do it like 10 times and then up it to 20, and I can do it 30 now. And then the next one that I do, I cross over my opposite foot and then I pull away from that foot, and that works out different muscle, and this one's a little bit harder. And same thing, I do that. I've gotten up to 30 reps with this one as well, but these muscles are have weakened since starting my hike because I don't really you don't bend your foot this way typically. So this one's a lot harder right now for me. I can really feel that. So I'm not going to do quite as many. Now I've got both feet. Got this foot in here, and you want to like pull away from the foot like that. And this one's typically the hardest one for me to do because I don't really bend my foot like this very much, but it really works wonders for me. Like, because when you roll your ankle, it provides stability to not do that. And this one's getting a little hard to do now. So I know that I've really lapsed on my ankle exercises because this is really difficult for me right now. So you want to do this with each foot, obviously. So then you would switch this over to that foot and do the same thing but in reverse. So the 4th thing I have to do, you need to tie this end to something. So I just tied it to this table leg. You could probably use like a chair or something that's stable. At home I use like a bedpost. You want to wrap it around your foot like that, so kind of the opposite. And you have to kind of scoot back so you can get the resistance, but then you basically just bend your foot toward you so it's getting like, I don't know, the top of the ankle working out. This one is, you can really feel it in your calf, so I don't know if it's like partially working out the calf too, but yeah, this is hard to do. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do this every night from now on, because I can tell that my ankles have weakened, and that's probably why I'm falling more. But those are my ankle exercises. Not a doctor, don't really understand the science or anything behind it, so take this with a grain of salt, but I do know that this has helped me in the past and hopefully will continue to help me going forward on my through hike.